Have you ever felt completely exhausted even after getting enough sleep? Do you sometimes enter a certain place, meet a certain person, or go through a stressful situation and suddenly feel heavy, anxious, irritated, restless, or emotionally drained? Maybe your mind keeps racing even when there is no immediate problem. Maybe your body feels tense. Maybe you struggle to relax. And sometimes, you cannot even explain why you feel this way. Today, I want to talk about something very interesting. Can negative emotional or environmental energy contribute to the feeling that your nervous system is constantly stuck in fight or flight mode? And more importantly, what can you do to help yourself feel calmer, lighter, and more balanced? Stay with me until the end because I will also explain how negative energy clearing sessions may be used as a complementary wellness practice for people who feel emotionally or energetically overwhelmed. Understanding fight or flight. First, let us understand what fight or flight actually means. Your nervous system is designed to protect you. When your brain senses danger or stress, your body can automatically enter a survival response. Your heart may beat faster. Your breathing may become quicker. Your muscles may tighten. Your mind may become more alert. You may feel anxious, irritated, restless, scared, or unable to switch off. This reaction can be very useful when there is real danger. But the problem starts when your body keeps behaving as though danger is present even when you are physically safe. Modern life can keep people under constant pressure. Work stress, relationship problems, financial pressure, family conflict, emotional trauma, overthinking, lack of sleep, constant phone notifications, social media, negative environments. All of these things can make it difficult for the body and mind to fully relax. And some people also describe this experience in energetic language. They say, "I feel heavy. I feel somebody else's energy. I feel drained after meeting certain people. My house doesn't feel peaceful. I feel like there is negative energy around me." Whether you describe it as stress, emotional overload, or negative energy, the experience of feeling constantly unsettled can be very real. Sign number 1. You feel drained around certain people. Have you ever been completely fine before meeting someone, but after spending time with them, you feel exhausted? You may feel irritated, heavy, emotionally confused, or simply tired. Sometimes this can happen because the conversation itself is stressful. Maybe the person complains constantly. Maybe they criticize you. Maybe there is unresolved tension between you. Maybe you feel responsible for their emotions. From an energy healing perspective, some people describe this as absorbing or being affected by another person's emotional energy. That does not necessarily mean the person is intentionally doing something to you. Sometimes people themselves are carrying stress, anger, fear, sadness, resentment, or emotional pain. And sensitive people may notice that atmosphere very strongly. If this happens frequently, pay attention to how your body feels before and after spending time with certain people. Awareness is the first step. Sign number 2. You cannot fully relax. You sit down to rest, but your mind does not stop. You go to bed, but your body still feels alert. You try meditation, but your thoughts keep racing. You may even feel guilty when you are doing nothing. This can be a sign that your stress response has been activated for too long. When someone has been dealing with stress for months or years, calmness can almost feel unfamiliar. The body becomes used to being on guard. Energetically, people may describe this as carrying accumulated emotional heaviness. You may have experienced arguments, disappointments, fear, heartbreak, rejection, grief, pressure, or trauma. And sometimes, even when the situation has passed, the emotional impact can remain. This is why healing is not only about telling yourself, "Everything is okay." Your body may need time, safety, rest, emotional processing, and supportive practices before it begins to believe that everything is okay. Sign number 3. Certain places make you feel uncomfortable. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt that something was off? Maybe you suddenly felt tense. Maybe you wanted to leave. Maybe the environment felt emotionally heavy. There can be many practical explanations for this. Noise, lighting, smell, crowding, past memories associated with the place, conflict happening around you. But people who practice energy work may also describe spaces as having an energetic atmosphere. For example, a home where there has been constant fighting may feel very different from a peaceful home. A workplace filled with tension can feel different from a supportive workplace. So if a particular environment repeatedly makes you uncomfortable, do not ignore your reaction. Ask yourself, what exactly am I feeling here? Does my body tense up? Do I feel anxious? Do I feel emotionally drained? Sometimes identifying the pattern can already help you create healthier boundaries. Sign number 4, you are constantly overthinking. Overthinking is one of the biggest signs that your system may be struggling to settle. Your mind keeps asking, what if something goes wrong? What if they leave me? What if I fail? What if something bad happens? What if I made the wrong decision? The mind keeps scanning for possible danger. This can happen when you have experienced uncertainty, emotional pain, betrayal, rejection, financial stress, relationship instability, or traumatic situations. The nervous system becomes highly alert, and when you are highly alert, even small problems can start feeling very big. Some people describe this energetically as being surrounded by fear-based energy. Whatever language you use, the important thing is to recognize the pattern. Your thoughts influence your emotions. Your emotions influence your body. And your physical state can then influence your thoughts again. It becomes a cycle. Sign number 5. Your body feels heavy or tense. Stress does not only stay inside your thoughts, it can show up physically. You may notice tight shoulders, a clenched jaw, shallow breathing, restlessness, difficulty sleeping, a heavy feeling in your chest or stomach, low energy, constant fatigue. These symptoms can have many causes, including health conditions, so persistent or concerning symptoms should always be discussed with an appropriate medical professional. But emotional stress can also contribute to physical tension. This is why calming practices often work with both the body and the mind. Instead of only saying, I need to stop thinking, try asking, what does my body need right now to feel safe? Maybe you need deep breathing, a walk, time in nature, better sleep, distance from stressful people, emotional support, meditation, prayer, journaling, or a wellness practice that helps you feel grounded. Sign number 6, you feel better. When you leave a certain situation. This is an important clue. You might notice that every time you leave a certain person, workplace, home, relationship situation, or social environment, you suddenly feel lighter. Your breathing becomes easier. Your thoughts become clearer. Your body relaxes. That contrast can tell you something. Your nervous system is responding to the environment around you. Sometimes people stay in unhealthy environments for so long that they stop noticing the stress. Stress becomes normal. Then one day, they spend time somewhere peaceful and think, wow, I forgot what calmness feels like. Pay attention to that difference. Your body is constantly giving you information. Sign number 7. You feel emotionally overloaded without knowing why. Sometimes there is no obvious reason. You wake up feeling heavy, you feel emotional, you become irritated easily. You suddenly want to cry, or you simply feel off. Again, many things can influence this. Sleep, hormones, stress, nutrition, life circumstances, mental health, physical health. But from an energy healing perspective, some practitioners believe people can carry accumulated emotional energy from past experiences. This is where practices such as meditation, emotional release work, grounding, breath work, prayer, energy healing, and negative energy clearing are sometimes used as complementary wellness approaches. The goal should not be fear. The goal should be peace, awareness, and emotional balance. So, how can you start clearing heavy energy? Let me give you a few simple things you can start doing yourself. 1. Reduce exposure to constant negativity. Look at the people, conversations, environments, and content you consume every day. If everything around you is negative, your mind rarely gets a chance to relax. Create boundaries where possible. 2. Spend time in nature. Walking outside, sitting near water, spending time in sunlight, or simply getting away from screens can help your body slow down. Sometimes, simplicity is powerful. 3. Practice slow breathing. Try breathing in slowly through your nose and exhaling longer than you inhale. For example, inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat several times. Do not force the breath. The intention is simply to give your body a signal that this moment is safe. 4. Ground yourself. Bring your attention back into your body. Notice your feet. Notice the chair beneath you. Notice 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear. This can help interrupt the cycle of constant overthinking. 5. Clear your space. Open your windows. Allow fresh air into the room. Remove clutter. Clean your surroundings. Use calming scents if you enjoy them. Pray or meditate in the space. Create an environment that feels peaceful to you. Sometimes changing the physical atmosphere can also change how you feel emotionally. 6. Protect your emotional boundaries. You do not have to absorb every person's problem. You do not have to answer every message immediately. You do not have to participate in every argument. You do not have to explain yourself to everyone. Boundaries can be one of the strongest forms of emotional protection. What about negative energy clearing? Now let us talk specifically about negative energy clearing. Some people come to energy healing practitioners because they describe themselves as feeling heavy, blocked, emotionally drained, unable to move forward, uncomfortable in their home, affected by a difficult relationship, or simply surrounded by an energy they cannot explain. A negative energy clearing session is a complementary spiritual or wellness practice intended to help a person feel energetically lighter, calmer, and more balanced. It is not a replacement for medical treatment, mental health care, or professional advice when those are needed. The purpose is not to create fear. It is not about convincing somebody that something bad is attached to them. The purpose is to support a feeling of clearing, peace, balance, and emotional release. During my work, I focus on identifying and clearing the heavy or unwanted energetic patterns the client wants support with. Many people choose this type of session when they feel that ordinary rest is not helping them feel emotionally refreshed. Final message. Remember this. Your body is always communicating with you. If you constantly feel anxious, tense, exhausted, overwhelmed, or emotionally drained, do not simply ignore those signals. Sometimes your system is telling you, I have been carrying too much for too long. You may need rest. You may need boundaries. You may need emotional healing. You may need professional support. And if energy work is something that resonates with you, you may also choose to explore energy clearing practices as part of your personal wellness journey. You deserve to experience moments where your body does not feel like it has to fight. You deserve to experience peace. You deserve to feel lighter. Call to action. If you feel that you are carrying heavy, unwanted, or negative energy, or you have been feeling emotionally drained and would like additional support, I offer negative energy clearing sessions. These sessions are designed as a complementary wellness practice to help you work toward feeling energetically clearer, calmer, and more balanced. You can book your negative energy clearing session through the link in the description below. Click the link in the description to book your session. And if this video helped you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who may need to hear this message. Also, Tell me in the comments. Have you ever entered a place or spent time with someone and immediately felt your energy change? I would love to know your experience. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of your energy, protect your peace, and I will see you in the next video.